Welcome you all to this new lesson of circuit theory. Today we'll be discussing about Thevenin theorem. Thevenin theorem is considered to be the most powerful tool to analyze an electric network. Analyzing an electrical network means determination of current through or voltage across a particular branch. So Thevenin theorem is mostly used in analyzing an electric network. So from analysis perspective, this theorem is very much effective tool for circuit analysis, electric circuit analysis. So let us first discuss what are the topics to be covered under today's lesson. First, we'll be discussing about the statement. Then we'll explain the statement with the help of some steps, and later we'll validate statement and explanation with some numericals. So let us start with the statement. Any active bilateral linear two-terminal circuit can be replaced by an equivalent circuit consisting of a voltage source VTH in series with a resistor RTH, where VTH is open circuited voltage at the terminals and RTH is input or equivalent resistance at the terminals when the independent sources are turned off. So what does it mean? This is the statement. So let us explain the statement. See, in any active bilateral linear network, as we already discussed in previous classes, what do you mean by active network? What is bilateral? What is linear? So without having an active network, we cannot apply Thevenin's theorem. Similarly, for bilateral or linear network, we only can apply Thevenin's theorem. If a circuit is unilateral type, Thevenin's theorem will not be applicable. Now, next term is a two-terminal circuit. What does that mean? Any circuit can be viewed in between two terminals. So that implies a two-terminal circuit. So any complex circuit, suppose you have one such circuit. It is a very complex circuit. Now for this circuit, suppose we are analyzing this circuit with these two terminals. Okay. Now the entire circuit can be replaced. The entire circuit can be replaced by a voltage source with a series resistance. And these are those two terminals. These are those two terminals. So what can we say here? Any two-terminal circuit can be replaced. This is a complex two-terminal circuit which can be replaced by an equivalent circuit, by this equivalent circuit, which is having a voltage source and a resistance. Now the question is, what should be magnitude of this voltage source? The magnitude of this voltage source should be VTH. So this voltage source should have a magnitude of VTH. And what is the resistance value? Resistance value should be RTH. Okay. Now, how to determine VTH or how to determine RTH, that we'll be discussing later. So Thevenin theorem says any complex circuit can be represented by an equivalent simple circuit consisting of voltage source having magnitude of VTH in series with a resistance having magnitude of RTH. Now, how to find VTH or how to find RTH, that we'll be discussing later. Okay. So let us now come to the explanation part. This explanation part will explain the statement which we already discussed in last slide. First step is identify and mark load terminals. Then remove the load. So for this given circuit, this RL represents load resistance. Suppose you're asked to find current through this branch. then this resistance will be considered as load. So this load is connected in between A and B point. So AB terminals will be termed as load terminals. So first step is to identify the load, mark the load terminals, and you will remove the load terminals. See here, the load terminals are removed here. The entire circuit, the remaining part, this remaining part of the circuit entirely remains same, isn't it? So what we did, we have kept the entire circuit as it is. We have removed the load first. So as per step 1, we'll first identify the load, mark load terminals, in between which two terminals load is connected are known as load terminals. Then we'll remove the load. We have removed the load. So after removing the load, AB terminals have been now open circuited. Next step, whenever you have removed the load terminals will be opened now. Now find VTH, or it is also termed as VOC, that is open circuited voltage. VTH stands for Thevenin voltage. Also it is termed as open circuited voltage. So find open circuited voltage VTH or VOC across the open circuited load terminals. After removing the load from the load terminals will now be open circuited. This open circuited load, across these open circuited load terminals, you have to find VOC or VTH. Okay. So how to find this VTH, that we'll be discussing in some problems. The procedure involves here is first remove the load, then you have to find this VTH. Anyhow, you can find this VTH by using voltage divider rule in some circuits, by using Kirchhoff's laws, by using nodal analysis, mesh analysis, anything you can apply to find VTH. So any network analysis tool can be used here to find VTH. But remember, the VTH is to be found across the load terminals. After removing the load terminals will become open circuited, and across that open circuited load terminals, you have to find VTH. Okay. Now let us move to next step. Okay. Next is to find RTH. How to find RTH? It is also termed as ZTH. For AC circuits, RTH will be replaced by ZTH simply. So the procedure involved with RTH calculation or ZTH calculation would be same. But to determine RTH or ZTH, what you need to know? You need to know whether you're finding RTH for a circuit having independent sources only or independent both sources. If a circuit involves only independent sources, determination of RTH will be following one procedure. But if a circuit has dependent sources along with independent sources, determination of RTH will be a bit different. So how to do that? Okay. See now, find RTH across load terminals. So this was the given question. Now after removing load, as per step 1, the circuit will be looking like this at the load terminals. See, load terminal is kept opened. Now, while see this, for this circuit, there are two sources, and these two sources are independent sources. As there is no dependent sources involved, we'll follow this step A. While finding RTH across load terminals, RTH is to be found across load terminals, across these two load terminals. For networks having independent sources only. So this network is having only independent sources. So while finding RTH, we'll follow step A. What shall we do? We'll look back into the network from open circuited load terminals, keeping all sources deactivated or replaced by their internal impedances. So what shall we do here? We'll keep load terminals open circuited. Load terminal is open circuited. Now, while finding RTH, see here, we'll look back into the network from open circuited terminals. That means, suppose you are at point A, you will try to reach at point B. In between the resistances encountered will be your RTH. So you will have to look back into the network from open circuited load terminals. And while doing this, see, while finding RTH, all sources has to be deactivated. See, this voltage source is not shown with any internal impedance. So voltage source will be replaced by a thick short circuit wire. So voltage source is shorted. And for current source is connected between 12 and 1. There is no current source. So current source is kept open circuited here. Okay. So voltage sources is to be shorted if there is no internal impedance. Current sources is to be open circuited while finding RTH. So while finding RTH, there should not be any source in the circuit. All the sources should be deactivated. So whenever the sources are deactivated, you can find RTH looking back into the network from open circuited terminals. Like, see, while you are looking back into the network, that means you are moving from A to B. You'll move through this path. When you come to this point, you will have these two different paths to reach at this point. So from this point, suppose this is X point, this is Y point. To reach at Y from X, there is one 4 ohm, one 12 ohm. So 4 parallel 12. Once making 4 parallel 12, so in between X and Y, in between X and Y, 4 parallel 12 means 4 into 12, 48 by 16. This will be 3 ohm. So this is equivalent resistance between X and Y, and there is one ohm resistance. So in between A and B, while you are moving from A to B, you will have 1 plus 3, so 4 ohm resistance. So RTH will be 1 plus 4 parallel 12. So like this, you can calculate RTH. We'll discuss elaborately this in while solving problems. Now, if a circuit has dependent sources, for this circuit only we have independent sources, but some circuits may be there which are having dependent sources, that means diamond shaped set sources. For those, finding RTH could be done by this. RTH equals to VOC by ISC. Okay, so VOC means open circuited voltage, ISC means make the load terminal shorted and find ISC. We'll discuss this while solving problems. So the conclusion is, for determination of RTH, there are two ways to determine RTH. First, look at the circuit, check whether the entire circuit is comprising only independent sources. If so, then determine RTH as described here. If the circuit has dependent, independent both sources, determine RTH by calculating RTH using this VOC by ISC. So how to find VOC, that is discussed in step 2. How to find ISC, that we'll discuss in later cases. Next. Now see. Now this is the entire circuit. This is the entire circuit with leaving RL. So this entire circuit can be replaced by this circuit. So this entire circuit can be replaced by this circuit. This circuit is known as Thevenin circuit. This Thevenin circuit comprising a voltage source having VTH magnitude and a series resistance having RTH magnitude. Okay, so any complex circuit, replace the given complex circuit with load removed. That is, we have not considered load here. by Thevenin's equivalent circuit consisting VOC in series with RTH. So this entire complex circuit with load removed can be represented by this circuit comprising VOC with RTH. This VOC RTH series combination is known as Thevenin's equivalent circuit. At the very first step, we remove the load, and at last we'll now reconnect the load. So this entire circuit is replaced by this. Now at the first stage we remove the load, at the last step we'll reconnect the load and we'll find current through the load by this formula. VOC or VTH is this, RTH and RL are in series always, so IL can be calculated following this formula. Okay. Now solve this problem. Here the question is given. We are asked to find Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Thevenin's equivalent circuit means it comprises VTH in series with RTH. This is known as Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Okay. So how to find this Thevenin's equivalent circuit? First step is remove the load. This load is removed in first case. Second step is find VTH. So how to find VTH here? See here mesh analysis is applied to find VTH. You can apply anything. So here mesh analysis is applied. This is I1 in first loop. In first loop I1, and this is second loop I2. Actually, this is involving a super mesh. Now for the first loop, what shall we write? Minus 32 plus 4I1 plus 12 I1 minus I2 equals to 0. So this is the simple mesh equation for first loop. And for second loop, this is I2. And 2 ampere is in opposite direction. So I2 can simply be written as minus 2. So now substituting this minus 2 here, we'll get I1. Okay. Once I1 is found, 0.5 ampere, VTH equals to what? See here, as this is open circuited, current through this path will be 0. As it is open, no current will be flowing through this. So VTH will be equals to voltage drop across this. If we apply KVL here, if we apply KVL in this loop, VTH equals to 12 into I1 minus I2. So now substitute the values of I1 and I2, you'll get 30 volt. Clear? So this is how you can find VTH. So the step involving in here is remove the load, keep the load open circuited, and find VTH by applying mesh analysis, nodal analysis, current voltage divider rule, anything. Now, third step is to find RTH. So while finding RTH for this circuit, see, 32 volt source is replaced by a short circuit. 2 ampere is open circuited. So this will be the circuit. Now, while looking back into the network from open circuit terminals, that means while you are moving from A to B, you'll first get 1 ampere, 1 ohm, then 4 and 12 are in parallel. So 4 parallel 12 plus 1. This is 4 ohm. So RTH is 4 ohm. VTH is 30 volt. So this is Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Now at last we'll reconnect the load. Okay. So this is how you can calculate, or you can convert any complex circuit into a simpler Thevenin's equivalent circuit. Now for this problem, if there is a dependent source, as I said, for dependent sources, determination of RTH will be following a different procedure which we earlier discussed. So let us discuss that step of determination of RTH with the help of this numerical. So find Thevenin's equivalent circuit, that is VTH RTH across the open circuited terminals. Consider this two as load terminals A. Now see this 0.1 volt, 0.1 V1. This is a dependent current source, and this voltage, output voltage, is V1. That is VTH. Open circuit voltage is mentioned here V1. So this magnitude depends on this V1. Now, a current source with a parallel resistance can be replaced in this form using source transformation. So 0.1 V1 into 5, that is 0.5 V1. With that, this will be in series, 5 ohm will be in series. So as per source transformation, this could be converted. This could be converted to this as per source transformation that we discussed earlier. Okay. Now after source transformation, the circuit will look like this. Now if we apply KVL here, before applying KVL, see, VTH is to be found across open circuit terminals. So VTH should be equals to V1. Now apply KVL, 0.5 V1 plus 4. This is 0.5 V1. As this is open circuited, so current through this path will be I equals to, as it is open circuit, no current can flow. So voltage drop across 5 ohm will be 0. So 0.5 volt, 0.5 V1 plus 4 equals to V1. So from this we can calculate V1 equals to 8. So V1 8 means VTH will be 8. So VTH is found to be 8 volt. Now how to find RTH? For dependent sources, RTH can be calculated by this formula, VTH by ISC. VTH is 8 volt. Now ISC means what? ISC means while you are finding VOC, that is open circuited voltage, while you are finding ISC, that means load terminal has to be shorted first, then find ISC through this. ISC through this. So what would be ISC? This is 0.5 V1. This is 4 V1. Okay. Now, whenever we are shorting the load terminals, what would be VXY? Voltage of a short circuit will be 0. So VXY equals to 0 means V1. V1 is voltage across XY. So when X and Y terminals are shorted, so VXY will be 0, consequently V1 will be 0. As V1 is 0, see, this 0.5 V1 depends on V1, so this will also become 0. So ISC will be what? ISC will be, there is 4 volt divided by 5 ohm. So current through this path will be 4 by 5. Okay. So RTH equals to VTH. VTH is 8 and ISC is 4 by 5. That is RTH is 10 ohm. So to find RTH for dependent circuits, first find VOC, then find ISC, then equate RTH by this formula. So RTH is 10 ohm. So this is how you can calculate VOC and RTH. So this circuit can be redrawn as this complex circuit can be represented by this Thevenin's equivalent circuit, where 8 volt is VTH and 10 ohm is RTH. Next, solve this problem using Thevenin's theorem. Find I. So here there are multiple sources. We can apply superposition theorem as well. So first, as per Thevenin's theorem step, as we are asked to determine this current using Thevenin's theorem. So first we have to remove the load. So after removing load, this will be opened. Then we have to find VTH. So while finding VTH, see here, VTH can be found using superposition theorem. So what superposition theorem says? This should be VTH for 12 volt source. So let us consider VTH dash. So these are the values. Now current will be flowing through this path only. So what is current? This is 12. 6 plus 6, 12 plus 4, 16. So I will be now VTH dash will be voltage across 4 ohm. So that is 4I equals to 3 volt. So due to 12 volt source alone, VTH dash is 12 volt, 3 volt. Similarly, as per Thevenin's theorem, our first target is to find VTH. So we have found VTH for this 12 volt source alone. Now we'll find VTH for 2 ampere source. Okay. Now see, a current will be flowing through this path. So 6 and 4 will be in series. No current can flow through the open circuited path. 6 and 4 are in series, and with 6 and 4, this 6 is in parallel. So current through this, suppose I1. So this I1 will be, as per current divider rule, I1 is 2 into 6. Opposite resistance is 6 divided by 16 equals to 3 by 4. So VTH, this is VTH for 2 ampere. So VTH double dash will be what? VTH double dash will be 4 into I1, that is again 3 volt. Now, so as per superposition theorem, the VTH will be VTH dash plus VTH double dash, that is 6 volt. So VTH is found like this. First, as we are asked to solve this problem using Thevenin's theorem, first we need to find VTH. So remove the load. We started finding VTH. While finding VTH, we are having two sources. So we'll consider each source separately and we'll find VTH in for each source. Later we'll make the algebraic sum to find VTH. So we are applying Thevenin's theorem, but in between we need to apply superposition theorem as well. Now how to find RTH? 12 volt source is shorted, 2 ampere is opened, this is 4 ohm, this is 6, this is 6. So 6 plus 6, 12. With 12, 4 is in parallel. So RTH will be 3 ohm. Okay. So this complex circuit with RL removed can be replaced by VTH, that is 6 volt, in series with RTH, that is found to be 3 ohm. And as per last step, this is as per last step, we will now reconnect the load having 1 ohm resistance. So what would be IL? Current through this load will be IL equals to 6 by 4. Okay, so what is the concluding remarks of Thevenin's theorem? Any complex given circuit can be replaced by a Thevenin's equivalent circuit consisting of voltage source with series resistance. At last, we'll reconnect the load and we'll find current through that load by using simple Ohm's law. So this is how you can solve any complex electric network using Thevenin's theorem. So in next class, we'll be discussing another powerful network analysis tool, that is Norton's theorem. So as of now today, I'm ending up here. Meet you in next class.